Hello. Have you seen pictures of all the trash that's floating in our ocean? All the plastic bags, plastic bottles, all the water bottles that we empty out every day that are in our rivers and streams? I bet you have. I bet you're at least a little bit aware of that and how bad that is for our environment. My name is Donna Denson. I'm the Dynamic Diabetic, and I want to talk to you today about what that means to you, not just our environment, but what does it mean to us personally and our health? And are we eating microplastics from all those plastic containers that we get rid of and we have in our home? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. We are eating microplastics, and I'm going to tell you where we're getting them. The first place we get them is from seafood. Microplastic is so prevalent in the oceans. You've seen it, the lakes, the rivers, the streams, all the plastic floating around. Well, all those plastics, they flake off a little bit, little tiny pieces that flake off. And then our shellfish, our crustaceans, our mollusk, our fish, they eat those little teeny pieces of plastic. So much as I love my crab legs and my shrimp and my oysters, we got to be careful, guys, because our seafood is one of the biggest places that we get microplastic. The biggest, um, I guess, density of that is in sardines. They have the highest level of microplastics, and they're little scavenger fish, so I guess that's why. And they just have a ton of microplastics, those little tiny pieces that we're not aware of. We also get those in processed and packaged foods. So, processed. Recently, Pilgrim's Pride Chicken had to recall their chicken nuggets because there were little tiny rubber bits in the nuggets. Rubber bits. And even our Tupperware that we use every day, we don't think anything of, it flakes off in our food. The longer you use the Tupperware, the more it's flaking. All right? We get plastic and microplastic from foods that are packaged in plastic. Okay, so when you go to the store and you buy the plastic bag of something, all right, or the shrink wrapped in plastic things, you're getting microplastics from there. And I'm going to name some kinds. You're probably not going to remember these, but it's polyurethane, polypropylene, polyethylene, polyethylene, terephthalate, polyvinyl chloride, and polystyrene. Those are types of plastic that are the worst and the most common for us to get this microplastic into our system. So how do we know it's there, right? I mean, who said so, right? Well, scientists actually do tests for that. They test and they actually remove the tiny bits of plastic from the seafood tissue. It's big enough that they can by hand take out those pieces of microplastic. And then they use forms of spectrometry, that electromagnetic radiation spectrometry reminds me of CSI or something. But they use that and it helps them to actually pinpoint exactly what kind of plastic seafood's eating and how much, and to give us a clear idea of what's happening in our oceans and in our seafood. So that's how we know it's there. Now, why is it important to you? What is the health risk to you? It sounds unappetizing enough by itself, right? But there are health risks too. The concerns for microplastic for us ingesting them and being exposed to them can lead to hormone imbalances, immune and nervous system problems and challenges, infertility, and cancer. Their scientists are even worried that the little pieces of plastic can even get by our blood-brain barrier and get into our brain. For pregnant women, there's concern that it can go through the placenta into the fetus and cause growth challenges or development challenges. Guys, it's pretty serious, right? Well, here's the bad news. It's nearly impossible for us to go plastic free, okay? For us not to end up ingesting some of these microplastics because they're everywhere. They're everything, so many things are packaged in plastic anymore. But there are a few things we can do to help ourselves a little bit. We can avoid sardines because they are the densest with it. We can limit our shellfish and fish, much as I love it. We can limit that. We don't eat a lot, okay? A couple times a week max. We can swap plastic food bags for containers, like ones made of glass or bamboo or stainless steel. We can avoid plastic grocery bags. They are very bad. And we can buy less foods that come in plastic packaging. So if you have the choice between the plastic bag and the box, you want the box. Okay? You always want something that's not in plastic if you can get it. Guys, this is kind of a new subject and something that I was really surprised to learn about and how prevalent this is and what a big health concern it is for all of us. Whether we're diabetic or not diabetic, this is a big deal. And so I hope you got something out of this video today, that you learned something, you got new information, and I hope that you will share it with other people. You can share this with everybody because we're not talking about this. It's not big in the news that, hey guys, you're eating plastic. We're not saying that, especially that it's pieces big enough that they can pick it out by hand and it might get in our brain. My goodness, this is a serious issue. So please, please share and share it again. If you haven't joined my channel, I sure hope you will. Subscribe. And I do have that diabetic Facebook group to support you there as well, with the link in the comments. I hope I found you safe today. I hope I found you well, and I certainly hope I found you happy. This is a big subject, guys. Please don't forget to share. May God bless and keep you until we connect again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.